Welcome back to The Working Mom. So first and foremost, let me apologize for what I sound like. I have a cold, but I didn't want that to stop me from filming today. So I might cough a little bit and I might sound terrible, but I got some good stuff today, so I really wanted to get in front of the camera and share it. A couple of videos ago back, I talked about how you have to know what you're selling and know who you're selling to and work on that dialogue. What I want to talk today about is, okay, so you know what you're selling, and what you're selling is value. And so how do you develop a value proposition? So I have a couple simple steps for how to develop a value proposition. And things that you need to consider when you're actually in the middle of your pitch, not just the work you do in advance of your pitch, but what you got to be thinking about as you're pitching. Okay, so here we go. First, it sounds funny, but you gotta sell with your senses, with your five senses. So you have to look the role, whatever that role may be. Sight, you have to sound confident. You have to know how to almost public speak, but you have to sound confident. You have to have the right posture as you are delivering your pitch. Touch. If you have a product, you have to have it there for them to touch and feel and fall in love with. And last is taste. Well, so then we have taste. There's really not a lot you can say about taste unless it's something that you're actually, like a food product that you're selling. Okay, number two, you need to be the expert, and you need to know you're the expert, and you need to convey your expertise. One way to do that is, and it can be tricky, to use whatever your profession's vernacular is. So if you're in construction, use construction terms. If you're in the medical field, use medical terms. Don't use it ridiculously. Don't use it out of context. But if you're in the profession, use the terms. And it's like if a doctor puts on a lab coat, or if anyone puts on a lab coat, you automatically will respect their opinions. Research has gone into that, which is really sad, because we think if someone has a lab coat on, they must be a doctor and they must be smart, and so their opinions should be something that I should listen to. The same thing can be said for the information that you're giving someone that you're trying to persuade them to agree with. If you look like the expert, you sound like the expert, they will take you as an expert and will listen to you differently than they would listen to maybe another salesperson. They would look at you as an expert, maybe not so much a salesperson. 3, a professional presentation. I kid you not, in any field, it is amazing how many people do not pitch a presentation. What they pitch is they'll sit in front of someone and they'll just talk about the products and services that they offer. Or they will whip out a brochure and they'll just talk through the brochure. Those are boring and they're hard to focus on. At least with the brochure you have some kind of visual, but the best thing to do is you're actually going to tell a story in your presentation. So there needs to be a beginning, a middle, and an end. And the climax is why your product fulfills their need, their pain point. That's the climax of the story. And you need to work up to that. And it's difficult to work up to that when you're just sitting there bullshitting with someone, going through, and we do this, and our product does that. You need to walk them through who you are, where the products come from, why we believe they're superior, and people that have these issues that you're having find resolution with the products and services that we offer. And then here's all the wonderful back-end stuff that we do, and would you be in a position to write me a check? Or would this be a product that you would be interested in specifying? Or would this be a product you'd be interested in utilizing? And then ask for the close, of course. But if you just kind of run through the top 10 features and benefits of your product, they're not going on that journey of who you are as a company and why they should buy from you, why your product is superior and it meets their need, and it improves their life, it improves their schedules, it improves their bottom line, and then how this is going to be a great relationship moving forward. They're going to tune out. So you might be saying wonderful things, but they're going to tune out. And in a presentation format, please, please, please utilize PowerPoint. Even just like scrolling through pictures on like a PDF on your iPad is still better than just flipping through a brochure. Because here's what happens. Your client takes the brochure, starts flipping through it, and just needs you to get out. Like, hey, if you're just going to read me this stupid brochure, I don't need to waste my time with you here. I'll read the brochure when I'm good and ready to read the brochure. What's great about a presentation is that you can guide that conversation. So you can talk to them about what the slide is that you're on, and they don't have an opportunity to skip ahead. They don't know when it's going to end, so they can't start tuning out. So a professional presentation, please start using them. Fourth is kind of something that we've talked about through the other 3 steps, but you need to be very professional in your actions. So as you're setting the appointment, you need to be very professional. When you're in the appointment, you need to respect that person's time. Make sure you know how much time they actually have to give you so that you aren't taking up too much of their time. If they drag it on, say if they tell you they have 20 minutes, but then through their questions, you're there for 40, that is a big success, but that's them dictating their time. That's not you dictating their time. And so when you're cold calling someone, you need to be really respectful of their time. When you're cold calling someone, you are asking for an appointment. You are not taking that as an opportunity to pitch. And so you've got to really be respectful of people's time in that aspect. So professional in all of your actions. So number 5 is going to sound like a no-brainer, but I think a lot of people don't understand what the true value is of what they're offering. They say, I provide value. Well, what is the exact value that you are offering? So if I'm in construction, let's just use that one again, and my product saves time on the job site. Well, labor's time on the job site. Less time means less salary payout for any business owner, which means more money to their bottom line, or they can roll through more work quicker, which then would be more work to their bottom line as well. So you have to understand what is this value that you keep talking about and be able to communicate it simply. I think it was some physicist, I can't remember who, someone may know, but I think it was some physicist that said that if you understand a concept truly, then you can communicate it simply. And that's true for your business. If you truly understand what the value is that you are providing, then you should be able to communicate it simply and concisely. And so that's what you need to focus on. So what is this true value? Let me write out some bullet points. Let me actually role play this and practice communicating this dialogue to my potential prospect. And so then when you have that opportunity to in fact do that, it's just going to roll off the tongue. It's going to sound natural and it will make sense. What you have, the whole goal of any sales pitch is that what you are offering is understood and agreed with. It's just another persuasive argument or discussion. If you can't articulate actually what it is that you're offering and why there's a value to a consumer for it, they're not going to believe you because you're not going to sound confident. They may think you're an expert in your field, but maybe this isn't the product for them because it doesn't make sense in their minds. So that's on you to figure that out and deliver it concisely to your prospect. So I feel like I talked through these really, really fast. I'm trying to just avoid a coughing fit, actually. So if you're hanging in there with me, thank you for hanging in there with me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave comments in the description box. Or not the description box, I feel like I keep saying that. Under the description box. Don't forget to leave comments. Period. I love to hear what some other folks do to help communicate the value of their company. And also, you can check me out on Twitter and Instagram. And don't forget to share. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.